Hello and welcome to a very quick little mini review. Today I saw a film in theaters, the very first movie I've seen of the year, and that movie is We Bury the Dead. We Bury the Dead, which was written and directed by Zach Hilditch, starring Daisy Ridley and Brenton Thwaite, cinematography by Steve Annis, and edited by Merlin Eden. And the basic story synopsis is that after the United States accidentally tests an experimental weapon off the coast of Tasmania, it results in the immediate death of pretty much everybody within the blast radius. And they explain it that it's some sort of EMP that pretty much killed everybody instantly. The film follows Daisy Ridley's character as she volunteers to be a part of the cleanup crew in Tasmania, where she is also looking for her husband, who was possibly caught in the blast and may or may not have survived. This is a new film from Australia. It is a horror film, a zombie movie, which immediately got my attention because I'm a lifelong zombie fan. Grew up watching the George Romero Dead films, as well as other films like Return of the Living Dead, and then of course the Dawn and Night remakes that came out later. And this movie I went into completely blind. I was not expecting really anything. You know, a horror movie coming out in January, that doesn't really bode well. However, I was pleasantly surprised by this film. This movie is pretty good. It definitely had some moments that put me on edge, that were pretty tense, and that really creeped me out. I thought that Daisy Ridley did a pretty good job. It's nice to see her in something that isn't a Star Wars flick. I know she was in a film, I believe, last year that I didn't catch, but I've been meaning to see, and I do not remember the name of that film. And the name of that film was Sometimes I Think About Dying, which is a movie that I missed when it came out. However, after seeing her performance in this movie, I definitely want to go back and check it out and see it. The basic premise of this movie is pretty straightforward. She needs to go and see if her husband has made it. Though throughout the film, it becomes pretty obvious that the likelihood of him surviving is pretty minimal. She is paired up with this guy, Brenton Thwaite, who is also part of the cleanup crew, and he is a very good-looking man with long hair and likes to ride motorcycles. And they ride a motorcycle across Tasmania together to go and find Daisy's husband. So like I said earlier, there are some very tense moments in this film, and I think a lot of that has to do with the zombies, how the zombies are portrayed here. Usually in zombie films, the zombies are always dangerous. Anytime you see a zombie, they will always attack, will always come after you. And in this film, there's something really interesting where rather than that, most zombies are pretty docile. They don't actually attack anyone or attack our main characters. And I can already see a lot of zombie purists, zombie fans out there who are going to maybe not like this movie too much because there just isn't enough zombie in it. But whenever we see a zombie on screen, most of them just kind of stand and stare at Daisy and Brendan, and they're covered in blood. One thing that they do, the zombies do, is they grind their teeth, which shout out to the sound design, is really painful to listen to. And definitely anytime there was a zombie grinding their teeth, it made me very uneasy. But because not all the zombies are immediately aggressive, that does add this layer of tension where anytime we're in a scene with a zombie, we don't know. Are they going to attack? Are they going to go after them? And I think that added to the creepiness of the film. And there are some pretty good scenes in here with some zombies, some creepy scenes. At one point, Daisy meets a survivor whose wife is turned into a zombie. I'm sure that if I went back and really, looked at it, I could probably find some things to nitpick about this movie. But these small little details, these small little things, maybe certain accents that were not fully developed, but do these things really affect my enjoyment of the film? No, not really. I still had a good time. I still liked it, and I thought it was still creepy, and it was still pretty scary. Well, maybe not scary. I don't know if there was any moments I was super scared, but definitely tense, and suspenseful for sure. I really liked the makeup on the zombies. I thought all the zombies looked really good. That's always something with these lower budget, zombie films is sometimes they look pretty bad, but all the zombies in this film looked great. And I really liked their designs, and there's some creepy moments. I guess one thing that I'll point to is there are some needle drops throughout the film. Most of them I'm okay with. There is an Amyl and the Sniffers song that's used about midway through that I loved. It was great being in a theater and hearing Amyl and the Sniffers over the sound system. However, the song that they use at the end of the movie for the credits, I don't know if it really fit very well. They probably could have used a different song or maybe just score. And I think that this movie has a good ending. It has a good ending that I wasn't really, I didn't see it, I guess. I didn't expect that ending, but it makes sense for what the film is about, which ultimately it's about closure. And again, it's not 100% perfect, but I think it's a good movie. It's currently out. It's currently playing at AMC theaters with their Thrills and Chills series. So if you get a chance, definitely check it out. If you don't get a chance to check it out in theaters, definitely look for it on VOD and streaming whenever that happens. Hopefully soon. And check it out and watch it, and support independent film, support horror, support genre pictures in general. We Bury the Dead. Good movie. I recommend it.